My name is Fredrik Jejdling. I'm head of Ericsson Sub-Saharan Africa. Well, Transform Africa is a meeting place for governments, business people to understand how the digital transformation can impact Africa. So it's a forum for exchanging ideas. It's panel debates, breakfasts, one-on-one meetings to see how ICT can impact Africa in large. Why are industries transforming Africa? Well, first of all, the ICT element. Industries, business transforms all the time. I think we come at a point in time when ICT is one of the big transformation elements in industries, and I think we just see the beginning of this in Africa, and we see how ICT drives transformation across industries such as banking, such as TV media, healthcare, education, so forth. In a bigger context, of course, ICT has the ability to drive economic growth as well as employment. So Ericsson's role in transforming industries, that of course comes from the ICT perspective, and the mobility and the broadband and the cloud is the basic transformation elements that drives the transformation across industries. It has an impact on the individual in terms of the empowerment and inclusion on that basic level, and on a society level, our technology drives the inclusion of TV media, for example, that people have the ability to access TV media from an earlier penetration of maybe 10% into a mobility penetration that is coming up to where 70-80% in a few years from a mobile broadband perspective. They get access to healthcare, they get access to education, and we have examples of that which is called Connect to Learn, where we connect up villages in remote part of Africa. So Ericsson's role as a leading ICT player and as a leading ICT player in Africa is quite profound in that regard. So Smart Rwanda is a project initiated by the government of Rwanda to transform Rwanda into an ICT-oriented state by 2020. There are about 6 work streams that are in that context working with. We have an agreement together with the Rwandan government to advise and to implement and integrate solutions when it comes to ICT. And that is how we support the Rwandan government in that. Throughout Transform Africa, we will present solutions in 3 areas. There is the payment gateway, basically looking at how m-commerce can support, and payment gateway can support and integrate islands of mobile money, visa environment, remittance environments such as Western Union, etc. That's number 1. Number 2, we talk about intelligent transport solutions, where we have an ability through ICT technology to see where traffic is happening, where people are, where to guide more transport facilities towards, and also payment solutions to that. And the third part is smart grids, where we look at from a distribution perspective, optimizing the distribution of electricity into the network. The previous assumption around production in a big plant is being replaced by smaller productions through solar energy, solar power, so there'll be more suppliers into the grid. And the management of the whole situation is a solution that we provide. But also on a more level of the actual consumer, you can monitor your usage, you can compare your usage, you can draw analysis on it and see how you can potentially save and optimize your usage going forward. So those 3 areas of payment gateway, m-commerce, intelligence transport solution, and smart grid solutions, those are the 3 things that we are showcasing together with the Rwandan government next week on the 19th of October. I think Rwanda is quickly, with the initiatives around Smart Rwanda, with the base that is already in place, and with the government's ambition, I think they are pretty close to within 2020 and the time frame designated by the government, become a truly smart and ICT-oriented city and country. With regards to the ICT development in Rwanda, I think Rwanda is a very well-functioning mobile market that is now taking the step into the mobile broadband market. And I think the initiative of Smart Rwanda proves that Rwanda has an ambition to develop the ICT even further, and we're happy to, of course, be part as a transformation partner in that regard. So I would say that Rwanda has taken has a good basis in terms of the mobility part, and are adding components of broadband, cloud, and also looking at a government that is supporting a digital agenda through Transform Rwanda and Smart Rwanda. So I think it's a well-developed market from that perspective. So my name is Fredrik Jejdling. I'm the head of Region Sub-Saharan Africa, and thank you so much, everybody.